Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray, presented by the TWRA and also Barton Power Sports in West Memphis, Jonesboro, and Forest City. And soon, maybe today, I don't know, Frank Barton will open his new store on Mount Moriah. And of course, we have Brian Reed and his Best Care Home Service. One of our favorite people is Brian Reed. And you know, when you need air conditioning, plumbing, anything, they can handle it all. Go see those folks there. And Don, you just do a great job. We may have you every week now. Okay. I think Don will sing on every show from now on. As Don fades out, and we'll talk more with Don and Betsy Woods are in here today. Talk a little fishing rodeo right now, and Gene Smith is in filling in for 7 of our co-hosts that we normally have. Of course, Greg Ratliff is pushing all the buttons. Gene, good morning, Gene.
Good morning, good morning.
And
we got a good crowd in here, good crowd.
Yeah. Well, I don't know how it's a crowd. You know, we'll determine the other part when we get through. But fishing rodeo is important to you, aren't you, Gene?
Yes, sir. I've been doing it for 36 years.
36 years. He started when he was 5.
Yes, I did.
But we're all part of this. Push it back over there, and let's talk a little. There's a big event coming up May 20th. It kind of kicks off the fishing rodeo season. And I know Don King knows a lot about fishing rodeos because the TWRA puts probably 75 to 100 pounds. No. There's over 100. I know we were trying to figure it out, Don, but I think there's at least 100, right?
Yes. Yeah, you can look at our website and see where
tnwildlife.org and see all of them. I'm amazed.
The events are going to be held, and we try to keep that calendar updated every day. And yeah, thousands and thousands and thousands of pounds of fish are stocked for these events.
Well, this event, thank you, Don. This event is May 20th, I said, at Ketchum Lake, and we have John Butler. He is the president of AgriCenter International, and we have the man that John followed, our good friend John Charles Wilson, and I'll ask the I didn't want to say it. I almost said old guy. I'll ask.
You did say it.
I did, didn't I? I did say it. Take it back. Cut that out. John Charles Wilson, you kind of kicked this baby off. I mean, I don't know how many years you guys have been doing this out there, but
we've been doing it about 14 years now.
And why?
Well, we do it because of the youth and the young people that we bring out there that get them outside and have fun and catch fish, and it's just a great sight to see a young child that's 4 or 5 years old pull in a catfish that's weighing 5 and 6 pounds. I mean, that's just a.
It's what it's all about.
They've got a G.I. Joe fishing rod, about as long as they are, and they're pulling these fish in, and it's great fun. So.
And John Butler, I know that this event now is part of your repertoire, so to speak, here and everything, and you've been on the show, but tell us what's going to happen on May 20th.
Well, first, I just want to thank you for having us this morning. As an avid outdoorsman, I also want to thank TWRA and all their support for the fishing rodeo and for the support of sportsmen in the state of Tennessee. It's just a cool event to get people outdoors and out of the houses and see some of the cool things that they can do.
Right.
We're going to have kids of all ages, from about 5 to 13, I think. Registration starts at 7 o'clock on May 20th at Ketchum's Lake there at AgriCenter International.
Can't miss it.
Right off of Walnut Grove Road.
That's right. 45,100 cars go by there every day.
They say 100,000 cars. It goes by every day.
And they all stop at that same red light. I know that. So that's
at the same time,
I've been backed up there before, you know. So, but they fixed it a little bit. I'll say that. But it is different this year, though, John Butler, in that there's one session, right?
So in the past we've had 2. We're trying to kind of get everybody just have one. We have a huge lake there, and so we have more than enough room, and just want to kind of encourage everybody to have one. And so we got tons and tons of prizes. Yeah, literally gave away over a ton of fish, and everybody walked out was really happy, and everybody had a smile on their face. Young lady that won last year caught 67 pounds of catfish. So
67 pounds of catfish, and how long was that? 1 hour, 2 hours?
Hour and a half.
And 67 pounds of catfish in an hour and a half.
Absolutely.
Bless her heart. I can't imagine what her dad and granddad had, how long it took them to clean them all. But, I mean, you know, that's...
We've even got people that'll clean them for you if you want.
You do?
While you're there, yeah. Now, we do charge a little bit for that.
Well, I understand that. And the ages is from 5 to 74, right? Is that what you said? No. This and Bill Cox, you know the importance of fishing rodeos from your perspective. Tell us a little bit about that.
From TWRA, the reason the agency is involved so much is an outreach and the importance of getting, as John said, getting the children involved. And there's data, there are studies that prove that children who hunt and fish and involved in the outdoors and get mud between their toes grow up to be more successful and more well-adjusted adults.
That's true.
Than children that don't get that opportunity. So
Amen.
we appreciate so much the organizations around the state that TWRA tries to help and be involved with, but TWRA couldn't do all this without all these good people to do it, and they understand the importance of it, and it's just fantastic, the people that work so hard to do it, and Gene's been doing it for decades, and it's really a joy to see them. Like John Charles said, it's good to see a kid with a huge smile and just tickle to death to catch a fish, and it stays with them.
And they're also possible license holders later on.
Sure. I mean,
the
agency's funded by license sales, and you hope that these kids will stay and do that and fund the agency to do the great things the agency does.
And I know that this is the kickoff of what I call the fishing rodeo circuit, because you guys do it. And John, I know that number of kids, I got 2 Johns here. Well, that's John 1 and John 2. Your middle name's not John, is it? Okay, no more Johns. All right, but how many kids do you think we'll have, John Charles? You are
We'll have somewhere between 150 to 180 youth that'll be scattered around this lake, and we're going to have a lot of volunteers there to help them.
You really do, don't you? Yeah,
absolutely, and help them bait the hooks and do some things like that a little small young youth is not going to have the ability to do. And we want it to be fun for them, and we want the adults that are with them also to let them do the fishing. We want them to have the fun of reeling that fish in, and it's a lot of fun. And
well, it just starts the season, and I'm going to throw in right now, because the TWRA Mid-South Junior Fishing Rodeo, which is an offshoot of the old Mid-South Junior Fishing Rodeo, which was sponsored by a newspaper here in Memphis that most people are familiar with, or it used to be. But it's that was 51 years we did that at the Commercial Appeal. And then when I retired, the rodeo retired. And so right in that comes the TWRA, Bobby Wilson and all the guys. Bill was involved in this. We want to keep this going, Dave Rizzuto, and we kept it going now. So this will be the 16th TWRA Mid-South Junior Fishing Rodeo. So we're saying 67 years of a fishing rodeo. Nonstop, has not missed a year. We've had it all those years, and this year it will be on Free Fishing Day on June the 10th. At Johnson Road Lake in Germantown, right behind Germantown Baptist Church. Mr. Cox usually shows up out there. Well, really, it's Bill. Bill shows up out there, and he brings his the bill is what I'm talking about. Bill Dance has a chance of being there. And so, but this year, and I want to announce it right now, we've had meetings about this for the first time. You don't know this, do you?
No, I don't.
It's coming, all right? For the first time, this will be a family fishing day. It's going to be hard to understand this, but we're going to ages 5 through 12. We are not going to have competition where people will be cheating and putting stringers on stop of stringers and adding up points and things along this line. We're going to let kids fish. You'll still have to let the kids fish, and we're going to draw the grand champion out of the name of the list and get them a trip to Blue Bank Resort. We're going to draw a name out of the list to win a lifetime hunting and fishing license, courtesy of the Welch family. And we will be weighing in big fish. If you get big fish, we're going to give prizes. We'll be giving away prizes galore, but there will no longer be keeping how many points somebody wins. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I'm amazed at what parents will do to make their kid win. And Bill has seen this. And we have had officers walking around, and they'll say, I didn't do that, and we've had 13-year-olds saying there were 12, and we've had 6-year-olds saying there were 5 on the microphone. Gene, right?
Right. They're teaching kids the wrong thing. This is a sport where you're the only referee.
That's right.
It's like out in the woods hunting. You're the only one, a referee, to do the right thing, what your conscience allow you. Plus, they have laws. And I have friends of mine at work, you say, I don't duck hunt anymore because there's so many rules and regulations. I said, that's why we have so many ducks and deer and turkey now, because management. That's why I got involved with TWRA 36 years ago, because I believe exactly what they do. They do so many things with kids, like toys. I do a youth
Gene.
event.
Get on your platform, Gene.
Yeah,
Go for it.
this is one of
That's the
my
most he's
favorite
spoken
places.
in a month or two. But
Well, I've been blessed with a lot of awards for TWRA from running my mouth a lot.
but this is something we talked about, and it's going to take getting used to. So people, Mr. Cox is listening to this, but we want it to be a fun event. Come out, catch fish, all you want. TWRA will stock fish. Hunter Henley is a wonderful young man from the Region 1 office, and we're going to put fish in there, but no more points. 1 for a brim, 2 for a crappie, 3 for a bass, and 4 to let go.
But Larry, it really is about the kids enjoying
It's letting the
day.
kids
yeah.
catch
Not
fish.
how many prizes you can win. It's
That's
about
right.
taking
Everybody's
the
going to
child
have a
out
chance to win a
fun.
prize. We're going to give away prizes galore. We got all sorts of things, but this is between Tim Broadbent, Hunter Henley, Dave Gabbert, myself, and the Germantown Parks and Recreation, and that's what we're going to do. It'll be announced the Sunday before that. We don't want to announce it real too soon, but you people out there know it now. So registration is available for this event at the Germantown Parks and Recreation. These guys over here have a fun event, and I'm going to get going here too. May 20th. I love to see kids fish. I've been involved with it.
It's like a big surprise when
yeah.
you pull it out of the water.
I've covered
It's
the fishing
neat.
rodeo when we
See them
had it to
faces.
commercial bill. 3 days, 2,000 kids back in those. John Charles can remember those times at Alderman Park Lake. Can you imagine doing a rodeo for 3 days? And then we've had them also. You couldn't find a lake. The lake went bad and everything's like that. We had a rodeo gate where the kid said he was 12 and he was 13. We had to go back and take his bike away from him. So we're not going to have those things. So a fun event, May 20th. Tell it, May 20th.
20th at Agri Center International at Ketchum Lake.
Ketchum Lake, right off Farm Road right there. Ages 5 through 13. You can register the date, can't you?
Registration at
A
7 a.m.
little donation will be taken up, but you can get your fish weighed, have fun. 67 pounds of catfish. You know, that's a lot of fish. You need
They
to go.
have big fish there also.
Oh, well, we got big fish.
They're this big.
Oh, look at that! From
y'all
your
see that?
on your
It's
radio
big.
dial from left to right, John Butler just said it's a big fish.
I
So
couldn't help that.
you couldn't help that.
help
All right, let's take a break. Don, you're over taking pictures. Get your guitar, Don. Got to get going. Got to get out of here. We're gonna take a break. Talk back. Gonna talk some little fishing on Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790. Here he goes. Here he goes. Go, Don. I think I wrote that song 10 years ago. That's the one I had. Yeah. We'll be right back.